My boy Gunn in the building.
He's available. He's available.
Very available.
Very available. He's very available.
What's the word, everybody? What we talking, Eric McMahon?
Why would you associate my name with that guy?
Because you're the boss. You're the CEO.
Nah, bro. Don't associate my name with that guy.
Nah, but Mcmahon just retired. DNA's available. Very available.
He already
Okay,
started on the wrong foot.
Hold on. So my bad. Let me do that over. Eric Helmsley.
My nigga, don't associate me with none of them. Nigga, my last name is St. John, my man. Would you like me to call you Warren Cosby?
I mean, you call me Flex Cavana. So
yeah, that's The Rock though. The Rock don't have stains on his name. Would you like to be Warren Epstein?
Warren Epstein.
No, I'm just saying. Like we know Vince didn't retire because he's old of age. He retired because shit got spooky in the field, my nigga.
Super. Super.
The Spin King.
I still think it was really epic though that he came on SmackDown. He said, "Welcome to SmackDown," and then just walked off. That's a boss move right there.
But y'all know, everybody that's been a fan of WWF, WWE, they know Vince McMahon is one of the greatest when it comes to spinning. This is not his first go around.
But let me ask you this, but we got the spin that he did on SmackDown, but how do y'all feel about him just, like, why would he retire? Does that mean, like...
It's about to get real spooky.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is it insurmountable evidence to where it's like, it's no coming back from this? Because even during the steroid trial or whatever, he has one of the best lawyers in the game that got him off of that. So it's like, something must be crazy that he wouldn't even try to, you know what I mean? Like,
well, let me say this. Vince McMahon is 77 years old. He is solely responsible for uniting a bunch of wrestling leagues, creating the amazing product we know today as wrestling, like what we love and we watch. He's really responsible for a big part of that. He deserves at 77 to retire if he wants to, by all means. But
for sure, it's just the circumstances.
It might be about to get super spooky, and that's why this is happening.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all, though. To be real, like, I think we've seen worse in the wrestling community, and we've seen guys bounce back from worse.
Oh, I mean...
That's just my opinion. And
yeah, Rick, well, we'll get to Ric Flair's last match, but he bounced back.
But what I'm saying is that we've seen all these other stories unfold. This hasn't unfolded yet, and he's already bowing out gracefully. My whole thing is, if this wasn't around and he would retire, we would just be on here saying, wow, Vince McMahon retires. It's the fact that came out. He did the appearance on SmackDown. We heard nothing for a while, and now today, boom, Vince McMahon retires.
Right. Well, I mean, I still feel like that. I feel like when it all unfolds, you know, whatever's going to be drawn from it will be drawn from it. And I still think Vince McMahon is going to have a hand in the day-to-day operations in some capacity.
Absolutely.
And not for nothing, the one thing that's great about Vince McMahon is he really is best for business. So I'm pretty sure it's probably a cultivation of everything going on. And, you know, people just feeling genuinely like, okay, you know, we appreciated the time in WWE where people like Vince, not Vince, but like Triple H was in, you know, control, Stephanie McMahon, these people. So I just think it's a cultivation of everything. And he's just a smart man when it comes to his business.
I agree. I also think with that news of him retiring came Triple H stepping up as head of talent relations. I think we're about to see a crazy, like, cool product that's not like, because everything was always scrubbed through Vince McMahon. It's an opportunity to see what Triple H can make of it. He did a crazy good job at NXT. Like, let's see what the product can become, especially in this age of, like, it's almost like the Attitude Era happening again. AEW, like, in this crazy age, let's see how Triple H handles it and Stephanie McMahon. I'm excited to see what comes of it. It's kind of crazy.
Who better than two of the most probably revered people during the Attitude Era, now in charge?
Yeah.
Right when we get TV 14 product, I don't think the community's mad. We gonna support Vince. We probably might support him from afar, but we still gonna support Vince.
DJ Bull City, you want your money for what? What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Niggas is over here talking about Vince, and you
But
making up
what's
lies.
your take on it, DNA?
So when you said two people that was in the attitude that were taking over, who's the other person? Triple H and who else?
Stephanie McMahon.
Okay, we're losing Warren. He has a circle around his head. Good night.
He's not available. He's in an
He's
unavailable
not
spot right
available at
now.
all.
But it would
Boozy Bonton is not available no more.
Flex Cabana. He got hit with a Stone Cold Stunner. Oh, there you go. He kicked out at 2. He kicked out at 2.
There he goes. There he goes. Flex kicked out at 2. But nah, my take on it is, like I said, I want to see what is the actual, you know what I mean, how does the story unfold? And of course, I'm not mad at Triple H, you know what I mean, having the power to, you know what I mean, take over and make decisions, because like you said with NXT and even furthermore, when Warren goes back to the Attitude Era, Shawn Michaels and Triple H had a lot of hands in that. Like they may have not had the position, but they still had the say. You know what I mean? That was why the Clique was so dangerous back in the day.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because they were able to call matches, they were able to call storylines, switch things up. It was kind of Shawn Michaels and Triple H going with the, NWO is over here. Just let us take control of, you know what I mean, this situation we got with DX to take people over here. Flux Cabana has left the building. He's not available, y'all.
That's
Good
it.
night.
He's down for the
Good night.
down for the 1, 2, 3. He got out.
That's the casket. You hear me?
That's it. He lost the belt.
But that's my take on it. I think, it's an unfortunate situation, but I feel like good things can come out of it. For the fact that they even changed from PG to
Flex Cabana is back. My service.
Back for round 2, the rematch. All right.
I'm available, gentlemen.
But I feel like it's going to be fire. You know what I mean? And maybe we can get a resurgence of some of the things that transpired in the Attitude Era now. Like
it's looking real Attitude Era like.
Yeah, I want things to get way more competitive.
And I'm not gonna lie, it could get really crazy. It could get really crazy. But so let me introduce another quick topic real quick. Ric Flair's last match.
Y'all trying to see it?
Of course. He's teaming up with Andrade to go against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. His last match ever.
Availability.
He's available. You seen the Twitter clip of him in the ring with Jay Lethal? He was doing it.
I'm gonna be real. It's the nostalgia and just the connections between the wrestlers is what's gonna make this pop. Are we about to see some fire, insane action? Yeah, maybe when Andrade and Jay Lethal are fighting. But outside of that, it's gonna be nostalgic. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be like Stone Cold coming back. That was epic. He did really great. To me, Stone Cold and Sting are probably 2 of the more seasoned guys coming back and doing wrestling, especially with Sting being full-time, being phenomenal, if you ask me. Ric Flair ain't trying to be a Goldberg out here, but,
I agree with you.
Ric Flair's a lot older than Uncle Goldberg, so
yeah.
But I gotta say, they put it in a tag team format. I think because they know what they're doing. And Ric Flair, one of the greatest wrestling storytellers of all time. So it could be something crazy. Like I was really disappointed in the brother when Shawn Michaels came back, the DX versus Brothers of Destruction. As long as it's not like that, I'll be good.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Do you know where it's going down at, though?
I don't. I was trying to look at it because I feel like it would be AEW with Andrade, but I really don't know. I got to find out where it's going down. Okay, they have a whole – I got to watch it. They have a whole mini documentary for it.
Yeah, we got to find out where it's going down, and then we got to tap in and get there immediately. I definitely want to be in the build-up for that. But Vince McMahon retiring, being a fan of wrestling, because I didn't start watching wrestling when Vince McMahon was an announcer, and then when he did commentating, I kind of came into wrestling the moment he became a wrestler. So, you know what I mean? Just to see that from now to be here when he's retired, when it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? And based on the situation of why he retired as well.
I always pictured
retired.
like How did you guys think? Because I feel like it's something we all knew would always happen, a wrestling fan, but I pictured it happening so much differently.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. I mean,
yeah,
that's why I said we got to wait to see what unfolds and what happens.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I always knew Vince was just gonna slide on some abrupt ish. Like I never felt like it was gonna be ceremonious, just based on how he moves. Like Vince McMahon, even though he might be considered somebody who's stuck in a certain way, his way's been proven respectfully. And I just noticed throughout the years how on point and relevant he is to the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I always knew he was just gonna slide on his timing. Like it wasn't gonna be no, oh yeah, check this special episode of Raw out. We're gonna, you know what I mean? Thanks to Vince McMahon. Nah, they might even do something like that still, but nah, he's just when he's ready to go, he's out.
You know, I've been to a few like house shows, and one of my favorite parts is when the person's theme music hits and seeing the crowd reaction. To this day, by far the biggest crowd reaction I've ever heard is when I was at a house show one time and the No Chance music hit and Vince McMahon came out. Everyone get crazy, and I know he's retiring, but don't get it twisted. We're gonna hear that music again eventually, and the crowd is gonna go insane.
And he's going into the Hall of Fame next year.
Yeah, for sure.
nigga that's going in the Hall of Fame. Isn't it certain? Well, I mean,
Vince McMahon, the character,
Mr. McMahon is going into the Hall of Fame next year.
yeah.
I still think it's requirements. He gotta. I feel like he will be, but I don't know, man.
Former WWF, former ECW champion.
He
No,
won the Royal Rumble too. Don't forget that.
He got
yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, if he wasn't exempt from the guidelines of what transpired now, I don't think he exempts the guidelines to go in the Hall of Fame either. I think there's
I
rules
think
in
he
place.
does.
as soon as look, I put like this. As soon as they clear it up, as soon as it all gets cleared up, first ballot immediately reserved Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And
He's still in charge. He can do it.
And what happens if it doesn't?
Well, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there, brother. We just talking off opinion and speculation at the moment.
Flex is here. Flex is here.
He's here.
By the way, for anybody that's tapped in right now, you can go see episode 3 of the Attitude Era podcast. We got Real Sick on.
Yeah, and I was working on episode 4 today. It is looking crazy. It's a movie. Every episode's a movie.
Wait till we throw the intro in there.
Yeah, the intro's coming soon for sure. The intro's crazy, but make sure y'all go to Attitude Era podcast official on Instagram. Follow us.
Era podcast, the official,
the one and only,
one and only.
We know the imitators is in here lurking, so shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Follow the innovators, not the imitators. You know what energy we on.
Hilarious, but yeah, we out of here, y'all. Good night.